Hey, what's up guys? I'm Tony G. You're watching 1526 Barbecue, and today for my comeback video, we're gonna be making these toasted garlic bread brisket sliders. Check it out. All right, so just to be clear, this video is not gonna teach you how to make a brisket, but what you can do with some of that brisket after you're done cooking it, or if you have some leftover barbecue and not sure what to do with it. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is get a bowl or something to melt a stick of butter in. Now, if you pre-plan this enough, you could let your butter sit on the counter. It'll soften up for you. I didn't, so I'm gonna put mine on the defrost setting in the microwave. All right, while your butter is defrosting, grab your King Hawaiian sweet rolls or whatever bread you wanna use. You can probably hear my microwave running there in the background. Now, some of these come pre-sliced. I don't think I got the pre-sliced kind. So take them out of the packaging. Get yourself a long knife. If you're making brisket, I recommend this slicing knife. There'll be a link in the description if you need one, or at least one similar to this one. All right, you want to hold your knife kind of parallel to the board and just slice across. And do your best not to rip the buns apart. You want them intact as much as possible. All right, let's see how we did. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna let that sit while our butter melts. All right, so that took all of about 1.5 minutes in the microwave on a defrost setting. All right, now to this butter, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. I am cheating, I got the pre-minced stuff, so make sure you add some of the oil in there too. Then I'm going to add some fresh ground black pepper. Just add that to taste. I like a lot of black pepper. And a little bit of salt just to mix it all well together, or to make it blend together rather. All right, take yourself a fork, just kind of mix that up. And this is the essence of our garlic bread. All right, so off camera, I went ahead and set my oven to the broil setting. Start that getting warmed up. All right, so now you're gonna take your bread open like this, and using a brush, we're gonna brush on this garlic butter that I made. The brush might be a little too slow for my patience, so I might just kind of push it off. There we go. Spread it around. Now you don't want to use the entire stick of butter here. You're going to need some of it for later. Make sure you get both the top and the bottom. All right, so I got about, I don't know, maybe a 1/4 cup's worth left over. We'll use that later. Now this guy's going to go off in the oven until it gets nice and toasted. Again, I'm on a broil setting. All right, while that bread is toasting up, let's talk about our brisket. Now I cooked this actually 2 or 3 weeks ago. I cook a whole brisket every time, and not a lot of people in my family like brisket, so I actually freeze it up. So I've defrosted this in water, right, like in a bag, in water, slowly. Once it got defrosted, I just microwaved it for about 2 minutes so it's hot. If you don't like the way I handle my brisket and reheating it, you want to reheat it however you want, by all means, knock yourself out. All right, while we are chopping up our brisket, don't forget about that bread in the oven. I just pulled mine out. It took about 3 minutes, but let's get this diced up. So as you can notice, I do have some of the flat. I do have some of the point. If you want to do it all point, go ahead. If you want to do all flat, that's fine too. We're just going to kind of give this a rough chop. And now we want these pieces to be a little smaller than you would on your normal, like brisket sandwich, because they are going in sliders, right? So let's chop up the meat. So you want to go for slightly smaller than your normal burnt end size, right? So average size is about that, maybe the size of a 1/4. And that's what we're looking for. All right, get yourself a dish that'll hold your bread. I may have to break a couple pieces off here, but let's take a look. All right, so here's the bottom of my buns. Actually fits in there perfectly. So add that to the dish and then add your brisket on top. All right. That is looking good. All right, now it's time to add some sauce. Today I'm going with barbecue sauce. I'm using Sweet Baby Ray's. But, you know, if you like Carolina Gold on it, do that. If you want some Alabama white sauce, hey, man, knock yourself out. All right, so I got my barbecue sauce on there. Now I'm going to be topping these off with some of my pickled onions. If you've never tried these, I highly recommend them. I'm going to pop my video up right here, teach you how to make them. You're going to love them. Oh, boy, these onions are good. All right, so for my sliders, I'll be using pepper jack cheese. If you don't like pepper jack, don't use it. If you want Kobe jack, try that. Like cheddar, hey man, it's your life. Live it. All right, now that we have all the insides complete, let's go ahead and add our top half of our buns. So here is the side that got toasted. I'm gonna flap that guy right on top. And now it's time to get the rest of that garlic butter that we made. And I'm going to slowly drizzle that over top. All right, so I've preheated my oven to about 325 degrees. Obviously, if your smoker's still running, feel free to throw it on the smoker. I'm going to pop this boy in the oven, maybe 15-20 minutes, and we'll be back. All right, so about 15 minutes later, here they are. Now you can serve them just like this and eat them, but for the video, of course, I'm going to take them out. I'm going to try to do that with this Blackstone spatula that I have. Let's see how well this goes. All right, let's get a closer look at these. All right, nothing left now but to give them a try. All right, don't mind my family in the back. Apparently everybody's hungry. Let's give these brisket sliders a try. There we go, steaming hot. If you love brisket, you love garlic bread, give these a try. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.